It's showtime! Welcome one and all. Thank you very much for joining. These are my notes, my thoughts out to you about my Osmo Action Firmware 1.09. On the earlier versions, I really didn't see this, could call it an issue for me. I didn't really see this happen. I'm sitting in my room, and the background and the foreground and how the light was hit, I see an adjustment. And I kind of know that's normal for auto exposure to happen, but this is the first time it happened to me. So I'm thinking, hey, Fish, there has to be an issue here. Even during the daylight when I was outside to the sky, I know the sky sometimes will start to grab that cloud, but you can lose definition. You can lose that clouds in the background if that keeps happening. So here I am. Again, if I didn't mention the resolutions right now, 4K, 30, EV on 0, D-Link or CD-Link, which is the color, and it's on, and D-Warp is on. Everything else is basically set to automatic, the way it is when you get your camera. I'm not going to go through each and every setting. It's going to take a long time. I don't have much battery life because I had to do this take a number of times. So am I going to see some of the issues when I ride? The sun is in the front. It's facing on me. But the issue I've seen in the back of the camera on firmware 1.09, and I can't tell if it's on firmware 1.08. If I long press the back of the screen, it's going to lock my exposure. It's going to disable spot metering. I can no longer get it to activate while recording. And I'm going to go try that right now. This is a shot with the sun on the tree, right? And we are going to take the tree. I am going to have to switch the camera to the back, and I am going to long press the back, and it's disabled. We allow this to go for about 5 seconds, and then we are going to enable the tree. It says disabled. Well, let me shut my camera off, and we'll continue forward. Same scenario with the sun in the front, which we know is not the shot to get, but the palm tree, if I start to move, will get into the shot. And will we get that exposure lock adjusting up and down? I'm not 100% sure. But what I am going to do now is disable my spot metering once again. It's a long press, the spot meter's disabled, and I am going back and forth, and I'll do one of slow pannings to see if anything changes. Now, what I've noticed when I'm slow panning, that my picture is stuttering on the back screen. I am going to press again, spot meter to turn on, and I can't. I guess it's a one-time press. As I pause here, turn the camera off and then use the quick snap, I am going to slow pan, and I see the same stuttering as my slow pan. I'm not a perfect person, and we're going back into the sun. And this should not brighten up that tree, but it should do some adjustments when I move. So here I am, a different scene, more shade, and I dropped my EV value to -3, and I left the spot metering, I guess it's on automatic. Not what we asked for. Normally, spot metering would be in the off position, but with DJI, I don't know. They're a different company. They don't know what's right and what's wrong. I don't know what's right and what's wrong. And I am going to just keep it to the settings I like. I wanted to say something where, yes, that could be two issues for me. EV disabled, and in order to enable it, you got to shut down the whole camera. Is it disabled every time you hit the record button to stop? Think about that. And you cannot disable it in the front screen. I guess, there are limitations, and it is what it is. So let's pedal along, keep the same frame rates. Don't bother to change it. My battery's starting to get low. So you could say this is a good rock steady test because I'm riding on grass and I'm going over the bumps and all. And, a lot of people complain about rock steady and they have to adjust the shutter. And I don't adjust the shutter. And if I basically don't adjust things, that's what you expect to have. Little issues with the camera. So the adjustments are there to do. And if you expect a perfect shot, then what more can I say? Oh, yeah, the fish is doing it. Yeah, he's still got it, riding along, hands free, making that turn. But I'm still stuck on the left-hand turn, and that's the problem. I need to move forward from all these issues. If I move forward of all these issues, then I wouldn't look back and say, hey, the camera's a camera. It does its job. It's an action camera. What more do I expect out of the action camera? To work? And the Osmo Action does that. It works. It does its job with minimal issues. But with DJI opening up to the latest firmware, Firmware 1.09, it will do its job. I want to thank the guy for letting me go by. He waited nice and patiently, and that's nice of people. It's nice of me to do a video for you, share the fun. If I'm going to share this fun with you, would it be nice that you show a comment below if you have an issue or not with Firmware 1.09. Now, Firmware 1.09 is supposed to be one of the better firmwares on the market. Improve all the bugs and issues. Have they improved the bugs and issues for you? Have they fixed the 480p in live stream to make it a wider screen? Why would it be wider? I don't know. I don't stream in 480p. I stream in HD 1080p. And I love to stream in 4K. Now, also it does a number of other things in higher ISO rates. Higher ISO rates, it's taken away that double vision. Do I got double vision? Yeah, I got a pair of glasses on. Oh yeah. And yeah, I don't see it because I don't use the higher ISO rates in the semi-manual part of the camera. And there is another issue, and the issue I don't see. Plug in your USB to external power source or even the laptop. And on the laptop, when you were recording and you disconnected from the charger, what will happen? The camera will disconnect and basically will shut off the recording. Something that I never seen. So those are the issues that were fixed from firmware 1.8 and earlier. But nothing was mentioned about the battery exhaust. Oh, I'm stuck on the battery exhaust. And that's what's happening right now. Running out of steam on this video. So, if you're experiencing any issues with your I like to do. Make one long video. Nobody complained about the chapter size. Make it bigger chapter size. Make it bigger field of view. Super view. Trademarks of some company of a wider field of view. Super view. But anyway, I said my piece. I said my thoughts out loud. I shared my fun of my camera to you. So on that note, I appreciate you stopping by. I catch you all on other videos to come. I'm Fish. Hopefully the trouble's resolved for me. Have a great day.